Hey guys, welcome back to some more Life is Feudal. Today we're going to be talking about the XP system and leveling up system because a lot of you have had a couple questions about that, so I thought I'd address it. Now, keep in mind I might not get the entire thing right about this because I'm still new to this game, it just came out, but pretty sure I've got the hang of it. So, everything you do in this game earns you XP. As if you look at food, even eating a piece of food, it will gain you XP. It gave me General Actions XP, Constitution XP, and Strength XP. It'll appear in this bottom right if you've set it to that the first time. A pop-up will say to notify you in the bottom right corner here in the Systems tab. And just click yes if you'd like it more organized instead of popping up every time. And anyways, in General Actions, that gave me... Okay, I'll explain how this works. On the far left, where it says the name of the skill, that is the name of the skill. So General Actions skill, or level, has increased by this amount to this total amount. So I got 0.46 XP. Now my total amount of XP is 2.54. Same thing with Constitution. I increased, so I got 0.0 XP, and it increased to 14.19 XP. Same thing with Strength. I got 0.0 blah blah blah, it increased to that. So that's pretty straightforward. Now if you look, say you want to even, let's say, terraforming. All these skills, whatever you do will earn you XP in that. So say I do something like terraforming, I flatten the ground. I can actually flatten the ground right here. But terraforming, I want to lower ground level. I'll equip my shovel. So let me go ahead and do this quickly. Alright, so now that I have my shovel equipped, if I go to terraforming, lower ground level, and go ahead and shovel up all the dirt. And as you can see when I finish this, in the bottom right again, that's where it will always pop up. It'll tell you what either 3 or 2 skills I have increased, and in this case it was 3. So you can see right where my cursor is, your terraforming has increased by this amount to that total amount. Same with Constitution, this to that. Strength, this to that. So each action you do gives you 3 or 2 skills increased. No matter what you do, it'll give you, say it's woodcutting or whatever, it'll give you that woodcutting XP no matter what. And then it'll give you another like 2 subcategories that somehow relate. So say I want to level up forestry. I just click forestry and either one of these options. Same with logging. So say I want to get some forestry XP. All I have to do, click and snap a branch. That'll give me some XP in 3 different things, or 2 depending on this action you're doing. And in this case it was 3 again. So now we'll get into the more in-depth system that is confusing most people. So you can open up this menu by clicking L, which brings up your levels menu. I'll close everything else so it doesn't get in the way and cause more confusion. So you can see there's all these locked skills over here, and normally all these rows except for these ones will be locked unless on beginning, when creating your character, you assign certain skill points to these. Then you might have this second row unlocked, but you will never have the third row unlocked because those are too high of a level. And these bottom ones will always be unlocked no matter what, and they will always start on level 0. So before I get into more detail on that, I want to explain, these are all crafting skills. So as you can see at the top left, now next page is combat skills, and the next page is minor skills. Minor skills are just, you can scroll through them, see minor skills you can always unlock on the beginning. Same with combat skills, there is always the one bottom row that you always have unlocked and this side row. So it's sort of like an L shape. You always can upgrade those. These do not affect each other. The bottom row does not impact anything else in either of these pages. But as you can see on the left side, you're probably wondering, say mining, how do I have mining unlocked and not animal lore? So to do the way this system works is, say prospecting, like I just showed you. I shoveled some of that clay and that gave me say, or that wasn't actually prospecting that I just did, that was terraforming. Wherever terraforming is on here, there you go. Terraforming, I got 0.34 XP for that. And as you can see, I have 34.65 XP out of 37.30 XP to my next level. So, you can easily see that whatever number it shows down there is your overall level. There's no real amount to your XP, it just, you will never see the amount of XP you have. It will say your level. My level in this case is 34.65. And the next unlock is at 37.30. That's when I get, like, the system is really weird in this case because it's sort of just the XP is mixed with the levels, but the XP doesn't do much. It's the levels itself. So each action gives you a little bit of XP, and that's the next level sort of a checkpoint, you could say. I know it sounds confusing, but if you ignore that, that's your level. It's sort of just waypoints along the way. So I'm level 34. As you can see, level 0, this is what you default have. Level 30, I unlocked can flatten terrain. Now, I'm not going to unlock another thing till level 60. But once this 37 out of 30, that's not really impacting anything. You just want to focus on this first number. Once that is 60, I can start to dig tunnels. Once it is 90, it's not implemented yet for this skill, but I can harden mine walls. And the same with this, I can resulting beams, blah, blah, blah. And it's like that for every skill. Now, say prospecting. It's the same thing, level 30, 90. There's every 30 levels, and then the last 10 levels, there is something you can unlock. And to level those up, you just keep on doing your everyday tasks. And say you just want to work on construction materials to build construction, or can shape statues, can build ancient columns. But see, construction, you can pave roads and stuff like that. Then you can make basic wooden objects, etc. You can go through whatever skills you want. Now, by default, the max amount of skills you can have is 300. So this number, this red number for you guys would be 300. Now what that is it's trying to assign each player to one role, and that's why it's trying to use teamwork. So as you guys can see, mine is definitely not 300. Mine's actually 3,000, but the reason it shows 604 is because every time I perform an action, it will go up by 1. So it makes me earn a higher sort of level cap. But on most servers, unless the host chooses a higher level cap, it'll be at 300 and cannot raise higher than that. So you, on official, not even official servers, some max are 3,000. On some servers, you might only get to play as one role, say one skill tree. And then say if you wanted, you could maybe get part way up one skill tree, part way up the next, but you might not be able to finish. You have 300 skills that you can finish. So once each of these levels adds up to 300, so say 36 plus 33, that plus 33, that's about 100 right there. That's 100 out of 300 skills gone already. So you have to be careful what you level up and what you do it on if the max is 300. I believe 3,000 would be enough for all of these and some other ones. it it's more than enough. So that explains the 604 and 138. 138 is the skill amount you currently have. So as you can see, 34 plus 33 plus 33 plus 36, that's about 100 or whatever. Then you go to these skills and that all adds up to like 134. Alright, so again, let me just exit out of my inventory. So again, leveling up one of your skills will unlock you new abilities. Say you get all the way to armor smithing, and you get your armor smithing all the way to level 100, and you can make royal armors. That'll give you far more XP than making basic armor. So each time you go up one sort of tab here, one waypoint here, you will gain more XP for each harder task you complete. So in prospecting, say I just did something, you can prospect for copper ore. Instead of prospecting for copper ore, if I wanted to make more XP, and since I'm level 36, instead of doing copper ore, I would do whatever this one is. So iron ore. And then you can use those, so if I prospect for those ores, I can then mine those ores if I know they are in the area, which will give me mining XP. And then once I'm level 30 mining XP, or level 30 mining, to make that more clear, I can then start smelting at level 0 smelting. And then once I get to level 30 smelting, I unlock level 30, blah blah blah, and then keep leveling that up. But then this point also unlocks forging unlocks. And then I can do that, and then once I'm 30 for that, the same thing goes for armor smithing, except there's nothing past armor smithing. So once I get level 30 armor smithing, nothing happens. It's just 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. But you can still go back and obviously upgrade these more. At one point, I've seen like all of these maxed out because you can always level up. Level 100 is the last upgrade. That's the last thing you will earn for each skill. And that's why the reason people say you have to choose one profession is because if your max is 300, which a lot of servers have gone away from 300 as your max because that doesn't leave a lot of room for like progression. It just, you get to one point and then you're locked there until you make a new character. So I hope that clears up some questions. There was one more thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I can't really remember. I don't think it's something too big. But if there's something I'm forgetting, definitely comment down below and I'll clear that up for you guys. But I hope this clears up most of your questions regarding XP. And if it did, remember to subscribe. I'll give you guys more tutorials on this game because it does have a really hard learning curve. And anyways guys, I hope this helped you, and I'll see you guys next time.